How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here, coming at you live, man, yet again. And today we got another dating app review for you. Today we're going to be talking about Elite Singles and everything that falls under that, which isn't good. Stick around. All right, so Elite Singles. So we did a live stream on this a while ago, actually, and I just haven't really got around to it. There was just some more interesting dating sites to go through. So what we're going to be talking about in this video is pretty much your standard. So it's going to be the account setup, the messaging, search preferences, the subscription model, any of the site features, anything at all you can think of, and reviews. And most importantly, how do you delete the account? That's very important. So first thing I'd like to mention is any of the footage you'll see is in the stream from my live stream, and it's got a really big face cam, so just don't let that bother you if you hear me talking and it doesn't sync up, because we'll just overlay footage from that. So right away, before even setting up the account, I just want to mention that they do have a website and they do have a phone app, which is surprisingly not always the case. So they've got both of those, which is good. On the main site, they boast about new members. It's about, I forget how many new members they have. Like it's like 1.2 million or something. Like they've like a month or something. I don't know. But they definitely boast about the amount of people they have. 85% of the users apparently have above average education, which I think is something funny to boast about. And the site is safe and secure. Again, all on the web, all on the main website. You haven't even started your account setup yet. They just already throw these numbers out there. Interesting. So they also talk about there's a high success rate. There's articles on how the community is really good. So again, that's all before we even start making an account. Once you go to make an account, you are going to have to go through many multiple choice questions. It's I think more than 5, honestly, is too many. But yeah, so you got to go through a lot of many multiple choice questions that are just really boring. And honestly, I don't even really know if they really do that much for you. The site, once you get into it, is interesting, but we'll get into that just in a second. So in your profile, they give you like photo tips when uploading a photo. So like basically like maybe try to avoid group photos as your profile picture, have a smile, try to show some of your body, like not like necessarily like for women, like show your body, but I mean just in general, just like waist up or something is not a bad thing, don't have shades on, things like that. Just think, you just want to show what you look like. That's the idea, right? You want to present yourself, people can see you, and yeah, and look your best, right? So I actually think that's a good thing, and they should be there. Any photo needs to be reviewed. So if I upload a photo, it goes in like pending, and it just sits there, and I'm pretty sure, I can't remember now, everything goes into pending, like bio and all that, and you just gotta wait a little bit for all that. You can change your height if you need to change that at any point. Now, I might throw a stream clip in, and I might not. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do those just yet. But yeah, you can change the height. And if you do, so say, for example, I accidentally put up myself as 5'7" and I'm 5'8", I apparently have to contact support to go through with that. That's really ridiculous. So overall, on the actual site, the features that you get with that, the site just looks rough. Like, maybe not even rough is the right word. I think it just looks basic. That would probably be it. The app is the exact same. It's just this really generic looking like background. It's just this white overlay. Like it doesn't look. Like, I don't know if it was supposed to be, like, and maybe this is just me looking at it, like, maybe it's supposed to be, like, this, like, hip and modern look, but it doesn't look like that. It literally, it's bare bones. It's just got a banner at the top that asks you to subscribe, which, of course, we're going to talk about. You get your messages, matches, visitors, and have you met, and trust me, you can't do anything. So paying is really the only way to use this site. The main side of the page gets you matches, and I think they're supposed to be like daily until you just run out, obviously. So the matches are supposed to be on what you actually play it around with in your strongly agree or strongly disagree section. and all the profile pictures are just blurred out. So I mean, you cannot even do anything. So obviously we have to talk about the subscription because we literally can't look at anything. So the subscription works out to a monthly premium. So you get Classic, Light, and Comfort. Now Classic is your kind of middle of the road, like 6-month subscription. Your Light is 3 months, so like the lighter version, and then Comfort is your 12-month subscription. There's obviously nothing else offered, like a 1 month or a 1 week. So for 3 months, for the Light, it's $44. For 6 months, it's $24.95 and per month, and $22.95 for the 12 months. So again, like the prices that you see there, like, I don't know. I've done a lot of these. You guys will probably know by now. We've done a lot of these videos where I talk about, dating sites and all that, and it's not good. And also, just to keep in mind, if you were, because I worded that funny, the $44.95 is per month for the 3 months. So you literally are going well over $120 for 3 months of this website to use. And they also don't tell you like in a total. So like if I actually didn't calculate this, but if I just get like say just 44 times 3, like just for an example, right, it's $132. The other one is what, $24.95. Let's just type that in and then times it by 6, right? You get $149.70 and $22.95 for 12 months, which is a lot. It's going to add up to $275 approximately. So you get $275 to use this dating site for just a year. And again, you can't use anything. I have notes here. So basically what that gets you, because it doesn't necessarily, like, it does tell you, but it doesn't, like, it just basically says you can use the site. So you get the ability to use the site. You get to view the profile pictures of people. You get messaging, which you couldn't do before. Read receipts. Like, that should just be on by default. Wildcard matches, which is just like random matches. Like if you just like didn't necessarily match them super well with your like strongly agree or strongly disagree section, I guess you are allowed to match them, which is funny. And pictures are blurred again until paying. I wrote that down, but we've touched on that. Like there's just not much to say, honestly. It's a really depressing site. The profiles are fine, like looking at profiles. The search preferences are fine. Like there's not much to talk about with them. You can actually like do a little bit, like distance and age and all that. So there's not much to say there. But again, like just the site is just really bonkers. They've got the personalities of your matches and stuff. Like if you go look at a profile, it'll give you like their personalities and stuff, and you can see like their openness. Are they an extrovert? Are they agreeable? That kind of thing. And I just don't think it helps. I think it's way too much information that doesn't just get you anywhere. All you can do as a free user in messaging is just like profiles and give them a thumbs up, which doesn't make any sense. Like I got nothing out of this in that term, like in that terminology, in that way of thinking. I got nothing. I just nothing happened out of this. It was actually just that sad that it was just I showed up. I just tried the site out. I don't think I had a like or anything. And if someone likes you or messages you or anything, like you can't see it anyway. So it doesn't matter. Like there's no point, right? To using the site. So yeah, in conclusion, well actually, you know what? Let's do the reviews first and we'll go from there. So I haven't read through these, but I know they're rough. So there's a lot of 1-star ones here. We're just going to go from top to bottom for a couple of them here. Again, just top to bottom. I'm not searching by helpful or whatever. Created for membership fees. The overall vibe is better on jfordates.com because the women are totally different from Elite Singles. I met 3 very sweet and very beautiful women there and just had a date with one of them. This date was very exciting and I'm full of hope. I haven't even come close to such success on Elite Singles. Women are quite rude and unfriendly there. The majority of the profiles are outdated or fake. Elite Singles seems to be created for membership fees. They charge you for 6 months when you pay for 1 month. Maybe it's possible to meet your life partner there, but it seems like a game of roulette with very few chances of winning. And that unfortunately seems to be the case. A lot of these paid dating sites too, it's unfortunate. A lot of the sites I think just get deactivated, like they just stop using them. So they don't go delete their account, they just leave them. And then you just see these like ghost accounts, right? And that's why people get their hopes up. They're like, oh look, there's an account. And that's also something to mention too. There's not that many people in my area as usual, in my province. It's pretty empty. I think there was like 8 people tops. So, you know, you just run out within half an hour. Like, you just message them all, and then that's it. Like, it's over. Don't bother. This was the worst online dating service ever. They are based in Germany. Within the first few days after joining, they were investigating 2 of the people who contacted me. None of the matches was that well educated, and I didn't contact any of them. I also started receiving spam dating emails from sites I never joined. I asked for my money back, and they refused. Once I told them I filed a credit card dispute and opened a claim with the Better Business Bureau, I got my money back. So that's kind of a really shady thing, and like something to keep in mind. Like, a lot of the paid dating sites, they are a little they are going to be pretty stingy if you actually give them money. So in the example that in this one here, but when I used eHarmony, that's exactly what they did. They just didn't want to give you anything back if they didn't have to. So yeah, be very careful if you give money sometimes to these sites. I should have read the reviews first. Elite Singles chooses who you get to see and who you don't. You can't just search their site after you pay. Also, they never let you know the real specifics of the lifestyle. Like, do they like to smoke, drink, etc.? They ask 3 questions, but all they tell you afterward is that your match is a 75% match or similar, but you don't know what the other 25% is that doesn't match. And that's very true. There's nothing in the site that shows you that. It could be a 91% match, but I don't know what the 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12% is. Then I'm not going to match with that girl, you know. And it's not said anywhere. And then another point with the wildcard matches, and this is exactly what this user said, is that you can't search the site. Like, you can't just go search and start messaging people like at will, because you never know who you're going to get on with. So just to have some like AI program, you know, by matching you by answering a bunch of multiple choice questions, to me is ridiculous. But that's just me. So overall conclusion on the site, I wouldn't even waste your time. I think it's an absolute waste of time. I think there's no reason to sign up for it in any way. And I think people that do are just kind of like maybe lonely and desperate, and it's usually just men, unfortunately. There's just nothing. There's nothing here to write home about. It costs way too much money. The user base is completely small. The site just doesn't look at all good. I'd even probably recommend Plenty of Fish over this. At least you can message someone for free. So there you have it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. More dating app reviews coming, and yeah, that's it. All right, take it easy. Peace. Thanks for watching, you pencil pushers. If you guys want to check out my Instagram here, I've just got it in the background. It's Nick Daniels Photography with an underscore in between each word where I post every day. That's a lie. Thanks for watching. Peace.